Star Fox presents Star Fox in the Nude.
Pass.
Very much.
It's not me, it's Star Fox who's presenting it. And he's at full attention as well.
You're the one who said.
Sounds like Legend of Zelda.
Well,
Same creator.
yeah, pretty much. Right, start and do not using from here.
Okay. Okay, forgive the bad graphics.
They're not bad, they're just old.
Fourth planet of the Lylat system.
Lylat.
The evil
Fair enough.
androids turned this once thriving
Star Fox, but
into a
in Australia, for
wasteland
some
of
reason, the game is
extinction.
called Lilac Wars.
General
Everywhere else in the
Pepper,
world, it's
Imperial
called Star
Army,
Fox.
was successful
We
in
didn't get Fatal
exiling
Frame, we got
this
Project
maniacal
Zero.
scientist to the barren,
Huh.
deserted
I didn't even know that.
Venom.
But when they
5 years later,
remade it on the
General Pepper
Wii,
noticed
they've
strange activity
they've
coming
renamed
from
it
Venom.
Fatal Frame like it's meant to be.
James McCloud,
But the original
Rick
PS2 and
Mango,
Xbox
and
release
Pepe
was
Hare of the Star Fox
Project
team
Zero.
were
Is it
sent
like
to
how Mad
investigate.
Max was Road
Upon their
Warrior
arrival,
in
Pigment
America?
betrayed the team.
Well, yeah, but
James
that's
and Pepe
because,
were captured by
like,
androids.
Mad Max 1's full
Pepper
title was
barely escaped
Mad
war
Max Road
and
Warrior.
returned
Okay.
home to
They
tell
just
James'
dropped off
son, Fox,
Mad Max
about
2 in
her
the US
father's
is Road
fate.
Warrior 2.
A few years
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's because someone got stupid.
Yeah.
And because of copyright reasons, in England, the Avengers is called Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, because there is an Avengers TV show and movie.
And it's good.
Once again.
Well,
The movie, I like the movie. People don't like the movie, but I liked it.
the movie exists. Let's go with that. Alright.
For some reason, the solar system works with a square and with two main planets just outside the square.
Yes.
I don't understand quite how that works.
Don't
Video
question.
game logic.
Yeah, I do like how it orbits slowly, though.
Anyway, let's do this first mission.
It involves the planet blowing up, apparently.
Well, there's your motivation.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the
Actually, when
only
this game
overall
came out, I
hero.
spun out because it's the first game I'd ever played where the characters were talking.
Huh. Corneria, former army base. Enter the Star Fox.
Let's see, I didn't experience that until we had a PlayStation.
Well, this came out after the PlayStation. PlayStation beat the 64 by a few years.
See, having experienced mostly computer gaming, people were talking long before that.
Oh no, yeah, we had PC games where the characters spoke.
Yeah.
We just had so few PC games that we hardly, like, it's a very short list. I could probably, the PC games from my childhood I can probably count on one hand.
Oh. See, my
I
thing.
used to think he was a horse because of that picture.
Yeah, no, you
He's
would
a
not.
hair.
And I still don't know if this is a girl or a guy.
No one does.
Considering it's 1990s Japan, it's a guy.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl, but
Actually, it could be neither,
It
given the
would
fact that
be-
everyone in Star Fox doesn't have a lower half.
Might be a
Yeah, they do.
female English voice actor, but it'll be male.
yeah, see, that's what I've pointed out to people. I know she has it has a female voice, but that doesn't mean anything in Japan. Because Naruto, Gohan,
Yeah, but that's because it's easier to find a woman who can put on a little boy's voice than to actually pay a little boy and have him grow up and his voice change when he hits puberty.
yeah, except that you change the voice actors all the time.
So it's cheaper to just use a female voice actor. But considering they're the heroes of the story, they'll be male. You've got to remember that Japan encourages gender roles because they're convinced that that is the absolute best way to go about it, because there's a lot of traditions that they're very much still very entrenched. So they'll all be blokes.
But I would like to point out that in canon, everyone in Star Fox has had their legs cut off.
Oh, everyone in the team has had the lower part of their legs cut off.
No, there isn't. Like, it's,
No,
all,
just the lower part of their legs
it's all metal
are robotic.
legs. It's all metal legs.
No, just the lower part of the legs.
Oh, it looks like it's all robotic to me.
You could be right, I could be wrong.
Yeah, basically the idea is because when you're doing G-force and all that, less blood to go down to the extremities, so your blood stays in the torso and all
It
that.
doesn't work.
It does actually.
No, because your body makes less blood if you have less body parts, so it doesn't do anything.
And yet there are like actual pilots in the real world who have had their legs amputated and all that, and have done better than normal pilots.
It's also whether wear tight clothing.
Also, Paul, you have forgotten your training.
What do you mean?
There's not enough barrel rolls.
I'm not doing any barrel rolls. They're not even called barrel rolls.
Do
It's a Lylat roll. I can't even get that right.
Paul, do a barrel roll.
No.
That's what happens when Americans try to translate, unfortunately.
You're probably right. Ah.
Do a barrel roll, Paul.
No. He's even going to tell me to do it, and I'm not going to do it.
Paul,
No.
do a barrel roll,
No. I will not do a barrel roll. For
Paul. Do
this
a
entire
barrel
game.
roll, Paul.
There is no
Holy
reason.
crap, those guys are just...
I'm a bender.
I was just like, yeah, like in one hand was...
Just giant metal fucking pile.
I'm just gonna ruffle copter with this.
Oh, wait, no,
girl-
can't go under them.
With this
Why
girl.
not?
Because I'm not going that way. There's two ways to clock this final mission. This first mission.
Okay,
There's two ways to complete this level.
okay.
One, you go through all those loops, and you go under this. I'll show you later. But you go up to that thing instead. There's no point. The guy was already dead.
Try a somersault, Paul.
No.
Do a barrel roll, Paul.
You try a somersault in a barrel roll.
No, my body isn't equipped for it.
Yeah, I got a metal for the level.
Nice.
Okay, this is the weakest boss in the history of any game.
All range mode.
I'm sure there's weaker.
There is, but
You know,
this is the most embarrassing because all you got to do is this.
Ah. Structural integrity.
you're a monkey.
All the bad guys are monkeys. I haven't burst that boss so many times in my life that yeah.
You know, it was going to be a Star Fox 2 made.
There is. It's on GameCube.
The original Star Fox 2, not the one that.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. But they put it on this instead.
Yeah. It was going to be a free roaming space combat where instead of this hub, you basically had to leave mid-mission to go fight somewhere more important. And you had to pick and choose your battles.
Oh, fuck that. Why overcomplicate games?
It wasn't overcomplicating, it was basically just improving on what was already in this.
69.
169.
Still a 69.
No.
So there's one creepy person watching.
Well, no, there's 100 creepy people watching.
There is less than 100 crazy people watching, I can assure you.
And now you go to here.
Forgive my quietness, I am eating.
A potato.
Or the soul of a small child.
Now
I
watch
can't
out for
tell.
enemies in the asteroid
The laughter of small children is stronger.
You don't know what the difference between a soul of a child and a potato is?
Nope. They both go good in bun pies.
I'll give you the potatoes go good in pies.
They go, no. They go good on top of pies.
What, children's or potatoes?
A little bit
Potatoes!
of column A, a little bit of column B.
I love how it took the time to shoot the asteroids, but then shows that one hitting it does absolutely nothing.
Well, one, yes. But 10 or 20.
Multiple will start to affect the whole.
Incidentally, Paul, in real life, do you know how deadly an asteroid field is?
Not very.
Replace not very with not at all.
Yes, I know.
Because,
They're miles, well, not even miles apart, they're like planet distance apart.
more of a...
How am I missing everything?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's you're missing, you're not shooting the same one enough.
No, it takes like one hit, I'm just missing for some reason.
Don't mess up that R-wing, I don't give a shit about you, just don't mess up the ship.
Yeah, pretty much. Should have already had blue lasers, I'm actually embarrassed that it took me this long. Let me guess, they're waiting to trap us.
It's a trap!
No, he literally just said it's a trap when you said it was a trap.
Thank you, Admiral Akbar.
It's like you played this game before.
Actually, I was just quoting Star Wars.
I know, but at the same time when they said it, it was...
I've done that a few times in my life where I've unintentionally quoted something at the exact moment it's happening.
I'm not even going to question what the hell that was.
I don't even know. That's the only time they appear in the game.
Centipede? They just kind of move down the screen.
No, I will not do a somersault.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah?
Do you want to do a barrel?
No.
Hey, Paul, I think you should do a barrel.
Happy?
Paul, do a barrel.
I just did one.
Do a barrel, Paul.
Oh, right. This bit's fun. I'm sorry. Wait, I might be a bit ahead of myself.
What?
But it tells
Yeah.
me to hit the brakes. Why?
Okay.
And now,
What's up, champ?
Hey, son.
or I just hold the brake.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's a rail shooter, so you go the same speed no matter what you do. I clocked this game 100 times before I even knew that that little thing across the screen
Yeah?
is your the main ship contacting you saying they're going to send you supplies.
What is?
That there's a little yellow thing that appears at the top of the screen that just goes beep, 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 beep. And it's the yellow C button to move across to answer the phone call you get.
Okay.
And I clocked this game 1,000,000 times before I even knew that was a thing.
Our morale officer has joined us and is not doing his job.
Well, I'm happy to see him.
Meow. And I'm still able to give him pats, so job is being done.
Excellent. We're all doing our job, apart from Paul.
I have a job.
I know Ariel's not doing much.
No, yeah, Paul, your job is to do barrel rolls.
I'm not doing any more. I did the one.
Do a barrel roll, Paul.
No.
Paul, do a barrel roll.
No.
Yes.
No.
The enemy's coming from behind.
Oh, they're coming from behind, are they?
Yeah, they want to take you from behind.
No, they're already coming from behind.
Oh dear. That's a bit unfortunate. Also,
Premature ejaculation, it's such a big issue.
especially
It
among
even happens in space.
I think it's more likely to happen in space due to the lack of gravity.
But no, that's the thing, it can't happen in space.
What?
You can't do it in space.
I refuse to accept that as a thing.
No gravity.
No, because you can just hold the person down.
No, Paul.
No, I don't. I refuse to accept this as a fact.
Senor Dingleberry requires gravity in order to...
I refuse to
Finish.
believe. Well, okay. Then explain me. Yes, gravity in space. So what are you talking
No.
about?
Good point. But you need...
There is not enough gravity.
You need
No,
sufficient...
the gravity affecting you in space is exactly the same as the gravity affecting you when you're on the ground. The only difference is there's no ground beneath you that you're being held to. You know, astronauts in space are in free fall.
Yes, but
They're not floating there.
Yes, but Paul, when you're standing on a planet, you're being constantly dragged and there's pressure applied on your body.
Yeah.
When you're
Same thing in space. It's just you don't notice because there's no ground beneath you. You're just free falling.
Paul, I'm just telling you right now, because of the lack of pressure from a planet and all that, you can't finish.
The more you know.
I refuse to accept that as fact.
I
Are
would...
you telling me astronauts have tried? Is this an actual
They, of
science
course,
experiment?
that's going to be something they've tried.
Yeah,
And
but
I refuse to believe it's an impossibility.
Paul, it is...
It's like saying you can't breathe in space. Because there's no gravity holding your lungs down.
No, Paul, it's a completely different mechanism.
Yeah, they're not comparable.
I don't even care if I'm wrong, I'm just going to argue that you're wrong. Even if,
Well,
even if someone who's been in space will tell me that it happens, and I won't believe them.
Well, well done. You sound like an anti-vaxxer.
I wasn't gonna bring that up!
I just love the idea of like, did you jack off in space? No, it didn't work. Oh, sure it didn't.
It's...
I tried. It didn't work.
I think the biggest problem would be if it got away from you and floated around,
What about the... Yeah.
and someone thought it was milk or something.
Yeah, it's just a problem. It's just... Yeah. Because it would be something...
Hard-hitting science.
It'd be something you have to warn the astronauts about. Hey, don't, because it's not gonna work.
Maybe they just tell the astronauts it's not going to work.
Well,
Well, you've got to tell them the risks.
Yeah, presumably they wouldn't care if they did. It's more just like, hey,
Oh god, that poor man that was in space for almost a year.
that routinely happens with like the space station and all that.
There's regularly more than one person up there for a year.
Yeah, but there was a guy by himself in the International Space Station for a year.
Yeah,
That poor man.
yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that we have a thing called the internet that does actually extend to space.
Really?
Yeah. How else do you think they
I
communicate?
just like the idea of him looking at Pornhub from space.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, without being able to do it, there's now 90% of the internet is useless to him.
Oh, it's less than 90% of the internet.
The internet is for porn, okay?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it's what it primarily gets used for by everyone.
I'm willing to accept that more than half, but not 90%.
Yeah.
Bosses are too easy.
Can't believe I lost to this.
Your scum.
Yeah.
Sorry to jest, but I'm in a hurry.
Best one-liner of all time.
You
Oh,
get the
God.
fuck out.
I know, I was like... But to be fair, if he gets out, he'll die.
Seriously,
I
whoever
know.
translated this should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
I don't think it's mistranslated.
Oh no, it is, because you can't do a perfect translation because Japan does a completely different sentence structure to English.
I've taken a few hits, but I'm okay.
That would explain so many things about this game.
You worry about your own.
I also just realized that each of your guys has a health bar.
Yeah, I know, you can kill them if you want. Well, they don't die, but they've got to repair them.
Wow.
They disappear. That's funny.
Yeah, well-
They're like, oh man, I have to back off. But if you get shot down, you die.
Peppy,
Is
Is
not
that-
at full health.
is not at full health, so he can go die in a fire.
And now I get to fight the rival dog team.
Oh, the guy who killed your dad.
Yes.
Wolf?
Pig. Pig killed his dad.
I don't know this shit, okay?
But you're close, because Wolf's in it. Wolf's in the
Yeah.
team.
So,
Yeah, we had we had a lot of games, but we never had full games. We had the PlayStation magazines, so we had a fuck ton of demo discs. But we did
so
not.
everyone.
We did not have a lot of games. It actually wasn't until our grandmother, because our grandparents were friends with everyone in the street, and one of the families they were friends with had a kid that knew how to burn games and knew how to chip PlayStations. So our grandmother was the one that was buying us burnt games.
That's awesome.
Yeah, grandma was the one that was pirating stuff, because back then, like,
Your grandma was a pirate!
yeah,
That's
my
so cool.
my grandparents, my dad's parents, are the coolest fucking people on the planet, and I miss my grandpa so much.
I won't let you get away from me.
I was the only one allowed to call him grandpa.
Wow.
Everyone else called him granddad. I was the only one allowed.
I think the quicker I kill 15 people, the quicker they show up.
Now, Paul, here's a question.
Yes?
On that map, you immediately went to the right,
Yeah?
but there was nothing. Why did you only go to the right as opposed to like?
I chose to go to the right.
You're mine.
But that's what I mean. Like you're only given two options, not the far left.
Oh, the space map?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends how you complete the levels.
Okay. Right.
See, there's two ways to complete this level too, and most levels have more than one way of passing it.
Okay.
And it depends on what you do, depends on what way you go. So
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
it's one of the things I love the most about this game.
Also, back to the note of pirating, I no longer pirate games because at the time I was under the age of 10 and that had not been explained to us. All we knew is that we were getting full games for free.
Yeah.
And we didn't know at the time that it was illegal because we were kids.
Looking back at it now, I wish I hadn't have done it, because I wonder how many games didn't get sequels because of my direct, or because of people directly not buying the game.
Because it really wasn't something that was ever explained to us because it was such a new form of
Yay!
theft.
Let you do that, Starfox.
Oh, cool. He has an eye patch.
Hasn't he always had an eye
Yeah.
patch?
Yeah, he's always had an eye patch.
Like, I know the characters, I've just never played the game.
Ah,
Because let's see, what we would do with our demo discs is whichever one that we really loved would be the one that Mum would still, like our parents would save for to get us. So I remember that we had one of the Metal Gear Solids on PlayStation. We had Spyro the Dragon. We had Abe's Odyssey. We had all the Abe's Odysseys, except for the Game Boy one.
well, you're already done. These guys are supposed to be scary too.
See, growing up, my dad,
oh, shot Slippy.
we did LAN parties and all that.
Mm.
And it is a fact of LAN parties that you just share games.
Already took out the leader.
But those games would have been purchased.
Well, that's the thing. I'm 90% sure they were pirated.
Okay.
Like, but the thing is, like, I was 15. I didn't have
Come
a
on.
job or anything like that.
Get
Yeah,
your
it's
ass
like-
back here.
Hey, friends are sharing game with me. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to accept this free game because I can't buy for it myself.
I'll take
Wow.
care of the bomb now.
I was always friends with someone who had whatever game it is I wanted to play. So it was always a matter of, man, I would like, and like my friends knew, like we didn't have a lot of games. Like, okay, well I'm done playing this game. I'll lend it to you. It's like, yeah, I get to play game. Or I would go over and we would play 2-player on whatever game it was. Because I remember someone had, I don't remember, maybe it was a Time Crisis game. All I know is it was a PlayStation game and they had the guns. And it's like, do you want to play 2-player? It's like, fuck yeah. Except I didn't say fuck at that age. I don't remember how young I was.
Take it easy.
I remember once, we were 12. Someone had their birthday party at Galactus Circus.
Awesome.
We got the time cards. So it wasn't based on credit, it was just based on for the next 2 hours. You could use these cards.
Oh, that's a way better system.
Me and my friend Ethan, who I've been friends with for years, we went to Time Crisis free and stayed there for 2 hours trying to clock the damn thing.
The first time I came to Melbourne was for a manifest. And we went to the Crown Arcade for mates. Because, manifest was round about the same time as, Sars's birthday. So, one of the things we did is we went to the Crown Arcade so that we could play games and do all that sort of thing. Now, because the guy behind the counter recognized one of our crew as, who cosplayed one of his favorite characters, he's like, here, have these cards. And we were given like these $20 cards.
Oh,
Like lots of them.
that's brilliant.
For free. So I teamed up with one of my mates and we finished Silent Hill.
I totally just
Wow.
crashed into the planet. And came
When
out the
you
other
don't
side.
have the risk of like not being able to continue after you die, the game's not that hard.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. With Time Crisis, we died so many times, but it's one thing I found out about that day. Time Crisis is like actual game. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
well,
also
this-
very short if you have enough money to clock the game.
well, it took us like 2.5 hours, or 2 hours, I should say.
I hate how the planets, it's so early in 3D, everything follows you from the same angle. So, like, the ring is always pointed at you.
So they worked with what they had.
Anyway, this was like proper Nintendo, like not Wii U or anything like that. This was Nintendo.
But the asteroid stays in the same direction, but everything else follows you.
Who knows, maybe that's how it moves in space when you're looking at it.
I doubt it.
It's also yeah. I wanted to point out like
You've
there's
never
no
been to space.
I know. I
there's
still doubt
no
it.
multiple branching paths here.
I actually wonder how fast this camera's moving.
Light years.
Oh, more than light years. Like the
Light
fact-
years is a distance travel on the speed.
Whatever. Like millions of light years per second.
Mm.
That would be ridiculously fast.
Well, considering how big a planet is, and how quickly you're moving around it all.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as fast as you just said, because how fast light travels in a year every second. Like, that's
Okay, well, are we moving on to the next mission, or
No,
are we just gonna keep fucking with this?
I was literally waiting to end the episode, but your conversation was still going. I didn't want to cut in.
You didn't say anything. We can
Because you
continue it in the
always
next
kept talking.
episode.
Well, we'll see.
Alright.
You also
we'll,
didn't say anything.
See you guys next time.
we'll end the episode here.
Bye.
With Paul's death.